Welcome back, my friend, to Surviving Mars. We're almost finished with all of our fancy stuff inside of our first dome, meaning we're almost ready for our human friends to come along. Our little drones, they're so adorable. This drone group has, this has a pretty big AoE, or area of control, so they should be able to take care of everyone. Did we ever get our replacement? Yeah, this is our RC Explorer on the way. Okay, so the RC Explorer is on the way. We are surplus in all of our required goodies, right? We have water in the tanks or no water in the tanks? Completely full. Yeah, so we've got full water. So pretty much, honestly, and we already have homes. So they're just finishing up the rest of the items. I think at this point we can go ahead and order our first batch of humans. So we're still filling up the Spirit of Man. That's fine because we still have one more rocket at home. So let's bring some civilians to Mars. Let's bring some colonists. We're going to select the current rocket to be the Spirit of Man 1, which is going to have humans on board. Wait a minute. Sorry. We did finish that research, right? I'm pretty sure we did. Yes. The one that... Maybe? There it is. The one that reduces the cargo space or increases it by 10,000 kilograms. Oh, there's more technology that I've been missing. We were researching the low-G high-rise apartments. Dozer Rover. Adorable. We'll have to do probably low-G drive after this. We don't really have a whole lot of things unlocked here. We'll do the wind turbine too. Okay, so we have the extra space on the passenger rocket. We can have no specialization 46. Sorry, we can have how many people on the planet? We can house 22. No, that's the drones. No, I'll get there eventually. There we go. Living space for 28 people with what we have right now, which is a great amount for the first rocket. So, I don't even know if we'll be able to get that many on the rocket. We can fit how many on the rocket itself? Matching applicants, specialists on board, 12? Yeah, we can have 12 people on the rocket. Got it. So, it automatically gave us a group of people to bring with us. I think I'm going to clear it all out. Oops, is this what I wanted? Like this, right? Locked passengers will remain selected. Okay, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of filtering. I want to make sure that the first couple of people I have are going to be good colonists for the long term. So having a genius first would be great. If I can find the person who was a genius right off the bat, probably going to be a little bit harder to find. So let's filter down. And I want to say, let's do this. Let's clear everything. I only want the genius. Who are you? That didn't pull up my genius person. How do I make sure it is applicant with more of the desired traits will board the rocket. Applicants with any of the undesired traits will be rejected. Okay, everything negative other than genius. Are you guys automatically assigned? Okay, they've automatically assigned the person on here who's a genius. So you get a generates research when at high sanity. So that's going to be very useful for the group. Okay, number one, that's just a random person. They might even just sit in the coffee shop or the restaurant and you know, order or give people food and be giving us extra science. So otherwise, I think I want to keep out anyone who's crazy. Are these all positives? More comfort. I think these are all good things. The perks, I think, are good things. So any of these perks we're going to be happy with. What about the flaws? Yeah, the flaws we want to be careful. Chronic conditions are bad. Coward, bad. Alcoholic, honestly, let's see how many people are reduced if we take alcoholics out. Because I think they're going to be, yeah, their work performance is lowered by 10. And it can cause sanity breakdowns. Gambler's okay. It has a 50% chance to lose 20 sanity when visiting a casino. So if we don't go to the casino, if we don't build a casino, we're fine. Double rations, that's not the worst thing in the world. More trips to the medical place, that's fine. Idiot, lazy would definitely not be the greatest thing. Lonely should be okay. Loses comfort every day while living in a dome with a population over 30. Okay, so you have to be careful about people who are kind of stuffed into one big dome that are loners. Okay, cool. That sounds fine to me. So, what do we want to have on board? I want to make sure. God, it automatically sends people over. Damn it! Where did my? Oh, did I lose my genius person? I hate that it automatically puts people in here. I should have locked the damn person in here. Okay, I found our genius, who is a gambler. Lovely. So that is Vasily Vedorov. Beautiful name. So I want myself to have... What do we want to have on board? We want to have some scientists, number one. I want to have some botanists as well. I think I want to have at least 3 botanists. That should give us quite a bit of food boost off the bat. So we'll look for another botanist from our current list of people. There it was right there. So 3 botanists right off the bat. I would like to have some scientists there as well. We're at 12, right? So 6 out of 12. I think the engineers are the ones who are going to be working on all of those factories. So I think we can grab at least 3 engineers too. Do we even have a medical place? I think we're going to have at least 1 medic, just to be safe. It'd be better to have more than 1, but I've normally been okay with just having the 1 at the first shipment of colonists out. Okay, engineers. So we've got 10 out of 12. We've got 3 botanists, 2 scientists, 1 medic, 3 engineers. What other roles are there? No specializations. I mean, those are actually kind of important too. You need people to do random jobs. So, religious, higher individual base morale, low sanity, never leads to suicide. We'll go ahead and have Halvar Lindbergh join the crew as another no specialist. So 2 no specialists. We wanted to add 1 more scientist maybe. I don't quite remember how many people can fit into the science lab, but I feel like having 3 would be just fine. So we have enough people to make the food, which is the most number 1 biggest concern, is food production. And we should have enough money if we get in dire straits to send ourselves a follow-up package to Mars from Earth with food. So we've got our botanists. For the first year that your colonists are on the colony, you're going to have to wait and make sure they survive. It's like, I think it's either a year or just a couple dozen souls, whatever the game time turns out to be. You have to wait a while to make sure that your colonists don't die. So you have to be somewhat self-sufficient. So having those engineers are going to let us use the facilities like the polymer station or the polymer factory, the electronics factory, things like that. Botanists will grow food, medic will do medic stuff, and the scientists will help us with a little bit of research. All right, I'm pretty happy with this. We've got someone who's loner, sexy, hippie, rugged gambler. Pretty decent mix. I don't think it's anything too magical or not. All right, I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and grab our 12 people on board and launch them away. They are now on the way to Mars. Yay, Mars people. Wonderful, wonderful. We have lots of oxygen. I think we're okay on oxygen too, right? 5. 1 demand, 6 production. They might have more demand once the humans get in here. We do have a research lab with 3 people. Yeah, it is a 3-person shift. The machine parts factory, the polymer factory, they have lots of spaces. We're never going to really fill these guys up early on. We'll just kind of, we'll micromanage them and pull them onto whatever, role someone needs to have. Oof. We don't have enough polymers to actually build the hydroponic farm, so let's send a follow-up shuttle real quick. That kind of sucks. We'll grab a supply pod full of polymers. Maybe a little bit more food, too, just for funsies. Cool. We'll launch that. It's going to be chasing down the rocket as they come. Our RC Explorer is arriving, so we can have him go out and get a couple more of these new sites. And is this a... This is a Vista. Okay, so it's not an anomaly. So we have 1 anomaly that still needs to be scanned. So we'll tell you, welcome aboard, or welcome to Mars. Go scan an anomaly. Thank you so much. Are you still doing your job out here? Or are you out of battery? No, you're on your transport route, so you're gathering steel or metal from the surface. Let's repurpose the old pod. Yay! Super happy about that. Alright, we'll be back once more Martian colonists get to Mars. Alright, so we just researched the high-rise apartments, so they can have... How many people can go into a high-rise apartment? If I go into my right-click buildy, we need to do homes here. And the high-rise. So 24 people can live in one high-rise apartment. So you can freaking cram them in one of the residential domes. I think that lowers down, at some point, your comfort level decreases. So there is a fine balance you need to achieve, I believe. But for the moment, I think we're pretty good. 67%. Our people are almost there, so we'll wait on them. We're at 1% of our goal for the temperature of Sol, though, or Mars. That's pretty good. We have no atmosphere to speak of and all that kind of jazz, but that's fine. I think we'll research that as we go. Speaking of research, I just popped the high-rise after an anomaly, so what did we get? Decommissioning protocol. This allows us to clear salvaged and destroyed buildings. Yeah, we'll queue that up. We'll queue this up. We'll queue one of the things from the terraforming side because I want to keep unlocking all of these items. This is raising the temperature. We already kind of know this, don't we? What's this 75% mean? The 75% boost on your speed, or is it already researched to 75%? Cost is reduced by 50. Heck if I know. We do have a reduction in our cost from, I think, our sponsor. So we're doing pretty good on the sponsor side. Yeah, we'll grab scientists and we'll queue all this stuff up, mostly because by researching certain things, it's going to let us get farther down the tree. Do we have any outstanding missions other than, like, I know there's a storyline that's supposed to go along with this. Oh, hey, we can change the color of our rocket ship. Ooh, red steel. Love it. I should have done that a while ago. No colonists yet, that's fine. What about those missions, the milestone missions? 8 terraforming technologies. We have 3 out of 8. That's going to give us an extra flat sponsor research. So yeah, sticking to that terraforming tree is not going to be a bad idea. We're almost at 25% in the terraforming progress. 2 small lake prefabs. 0.3% to 35%. We're just steaming along, you guys. Super excited about it. What about other terraforming buildings? So here's terraforming. Okay, so we made the temperature one, right? The forestation just not, I don't think it's going to work if will wither or grow depending on local quality level and global temperature and water. Right, we don't have any water yet. And those are going to, I think those are going to be those global missions we looked at from here, right? There is a import, what is this? Import greenhouse gases? Send a refurbished rocket to gather greenhouse gases from Earth's atmosphere and dump them onto Mars. This may cause toxic rain. Seriously? That's awesome. We would get a rise in 2% atmosphere and 1% temperature. That's so funny. Here is the capture ice asteroids with 5% water increase. This would use what? Crash ice asteroids on Mars' surface. May cause a Marsquake disaster. It would require fuel and machine parts. Which I don't think we have any fuel to spare, because all of it's currently going into our rocket, and then it's going to go into the next rocket, and etc., etc. A lot of it's being spent back in the atmosphere because of the GHG factory. That's still cool, though. We probably want to start doing those missions earlier than later, so that we're building our colonies and things like that as we go, but then we're still trying to work towards terraforming Mars. Oh, look at our beautiful dome right now. We've got all of our park filled up. Our colonists are about 88% of the way here, so they're almost in orbit. Everything's ready for them, though. Everything, we got our little lab here, 3 people there. Yeah, 3 people per shift on the hydroponic farm. So that's going to be working fine. Super excited. Am I missing anything? We got the space bar. That's going to have 1 person. And I honestly will probably just have, like, 1 shift. Probably. I'll try to have everybody in the morning shift for work, and then everyone does the fun stuff in the afternoon. That's what I normally try to do. The infirmary in the afternoon as well. Pretty much everyone in that first shift work. This is still cool, though. Everything is pretty much set and ready for our colonists. I'm so excited. Our Spirit of Man 2 is ready to go back home, so bye. This button? There we go. Head back home, my friend. Be free. Be free, tiny rocket. Just in time, too, that we're going to be able to land our new spaceship right where that one took off from. All right, so it is time. Hopefully you guys are close enough to run to the station. It is time. What do you mean objects are blocking? Hang on. There it goes. It had a snap to it. There we go. Beautiful rocket. Welcome to Mars, my friends. It's been a long journey. It's still a long journey to go. But you're here now. The first human setting foot on Mars.
Research complete.
Congratulations. Who are you? Who's the first one to set foot on the red planet? I can't tell. I can't click on him. I'm so sad. I'll never be able to know who it is. Wang Li! Wang Li is the first human being on Mars, followed quickly by Halvar Lindbergh. Awesome. Look at them all go. They're so excited. So the founder stage is going to last for 9 sols. What that means is we have to survive and prove that it is safe, in fact safe, for humans to be here on Mars. So, number 1, do we have enough oxygen and water? Not so much on the water, apparently. We're a little bit negative on water now that the humans are here and actually demanding it. So, we could put down, and in fact we probably will put down, another water extractor. We'll put that bad boy right tucked in like so, if I could get the thing figured out. That's going to continue to pump out the water and whatnot. Let's do power. Power and Wasser tank. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Life support as well. and our pipe. That should do it there just fine. Cool. So we're going to have more water for that. What kind of parts was that, by the way? That was machine parts, which we have aplenty. So our new people are getting tucked in their homes. They're getting established and finding their jobs. They will automatically get their jobs assigned to them. So you can see that they normally try to do it by their job, their profession. So all of the scientists had a free slot in the research lab, and so they're able to help out. Now, you will get a bonus to your research per soul, but only during that first shift. So it's not like it's going to be there all day. A new beginning.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Hooray! The colony will be evaluated positively before the period ends in the event that the first human is born on Mars. Oh, sorry. That's really interesting. The colony will be evaluated positively if someone has a baby. So we could try to construct a medical building and raise the comfort level of the founders so much that they just spit out a baby. I doubt that's going to happen early on. That's fine. We are down in power, but I think that's mostly because it's nighttime. And we are getting quite a bit of supplemented power during the day. No big deal there. Water's going to be fixed and taken care of. We have water in storage, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We got 200 units of water, and they're only down by 1. So it's going to take 200, what? Is it per tick? Per day? I can't actually tell what the measurement is, but either way. Do we have someone? Do we have one person doing the medical stuff? We have our genius. I think that's Halvar Lindbergh. He's the genius. He is inside of the small space bar. We have our small grocer as well. So pretty much all of the I guess the service industry buildings will be open on the second shift. And everyone will start doing their job during the first shift. How cool would that be to set down on Mars and like, you just walk in the door and everything is ready for you. You just have your bag of stuff. You're just bringing like your laptop, your clothing, your toiletry bag, you know, a couple of books or something. And everything is like pre-established. Your little home here. Oh, look at that. They're so cute. They're like taking a little nap. Oh my God, it's so freaking adorable. Look at that. Really progressive seating and living arrangements, huh? Get your own elevator. This guy's got his own freaking space table up here with a massive TV. I feel like the person on the top is getting a lot. Look at that. They get a full TV, a 6-person table for D&D. Obviously, it's D&D. Nothing else could do. Now, the second story people get a sun deck and a couch, so that's fine. That's not too shabby. First floor just has some rooms to each side and a kitchenette. And a 2-person kitchenette. Apparently the room up top is the discussion room. I still love it though. I think it looks really great. All right, let's speed things up and see what they do during their first shift. We've waited all this time for the first humans to get here, and by God, we're gonna watch them. Like that creepy eye in the sky. We did hit that first milestone, so we were the first ones to bring humans. Wow, the competition sucks. We're the first ones to have a human on Mars. We'll probably be the first ones to produce food in that case. And we might be the first Martian born. It really depends on how quickly you can raise the comfort level. A dome with a medical building has lower minimum comfort requirements for birth. Can I see what that is? Service comfort. I don't know what this one means. Maybe 40 to have a birth? I doubt that's going to happen. To be honest, I don't think we're going to get ourselves a Martian birth for a little while. Okay, here comes the first shift. So people are actually going to start doing their jobs, which is exactly what we were hoping for. I'm kind of curious about how much you guys are going to help us out on the research front. Is it an extra 100 if you're full? 188. So we're getting an extra, is that an extra 188 or, oh cool, yeah. We are actually getting an extra 188 research per soul. We're also getting 150 from our guy who's manning the bar. That's so cool. Or no, Vasily. Vasily's over at the grocer. Vasily was the genius. So he's happy. He's rocking out at the bar. What do we want to focus on for our engineers? We've got one person going to make a polymer. They're getting like 0.7 per day. And we have such a good surplus, I guess it doesn't matter too much. We do tend to run out of polymers quickly. So what I can do, if you want to min-max how your factory is working, I can, I clicked on the person, assign to this. So I can reassign where they're working at. I can then go and close down the shift. I can basically say, no one work here. No one work here or here. Therefore, that's going to spit out my engineers to the only other available building, which will be the polymer factory. So we're going to get 2 polymers per day. That's not bad. We do tend to go through polymers pretty quick. Let's see, the hydroponics farm. This is so neat. You already almost have your first crop of wheatgrass. We're going to say, how does this work again? Some of these things will increase or decrease the fertility. The soil fertility. I think, though, that's actually might be the normal farm. Maybe the hydroponic farm, that doesn't matter. Optimal harvest is 10 food, 12 food for the leaf crops. Seed crops. Low yield but grows very fast. Will generate seeds on harvest. Oh! We could use seeds for vegetation for Mars. We'll need that for the forestation thing, I believe. Yep, it's going to give us seeds that we're going to... That's actually a resource that's tracked up here. We don't need that just yet. Let's go ahead and add some leafy crops and some, I don't know, low yield and slow growth but requires less water. Nah, screw it. Let's just pump on the water. Low yield but grows very fast. So we're getting, every soul we're getting 2.5 versus 12 in 4 souls. So 2.55, we would get 10 wheatgrass every 4 souls, or we can get 12 every 4 souls. So this seems to be the winner right here, the leaf crops. So we're going to sign up leaf crops all around. We'll let them keep the wheatgrass going until the next day. Very cool. Let's take a look and see when that first shift ends. Ooh, shit, we are underpowered. We are a little bit underpowered right now, so we're going to have to fix that. We have produced food. There we go. We've got that other milestone. So what do we need to do for power? We have to put down... We're down by 12? Oof. That's rough. You're all producing 10 each. You're producing 5 each. Okay, we'll put down another wind generator, I guess. Put down another wind generator here. And I'll put down a couple more solar power plants as well. That should do it. I'll probably turn the ones off that we don't need per se. We got ourselves a new anomaly. Let's go ahead and grab our RC Explorer that's not doing anything. Come scan that. Thank you, sir. We could put like a solar farm out there somewhere. Isn't there actually research for a giant solar farm or no? I honestly can't remember that offhand. What are we using for our power right now? What's our consumption? We have 92 demand. We are running quite a few different buildings here. I mean, obviously the power, the fuel processing, the GHG factory is using a bunch too. So, I mean, you know, it makes sense. Where are we at in terms of scanning the surface? Kind of going outward from our central area. I really do like this area to build in. Lots of nice big domes around. We still have 2.4 billion. Now, I haven't done it yet, but what you can do is you can put down a rare metal mine. I have to take a look and see what this is. It's going to be a production system. Rare metals extractor. The rare metals extractor, I believe, needs people to run it. Does it not? This is underground rare metals. This is workers 12 per shift. Yeah, here it is. Both of these requires workers. So 4 per shift. And what they'll do is they'll produce 7 units of rare metals, and then you can ship those back home. So you can start to offset your costs from all, you know, basically sending people to and from Mars and sending resources to and from Mars. You can start sending goods back home to make somewhat of a profit. I normally don't do this early. I try to save up my colonists to do research and to do farming in the first, I guess, what do you call this? This founder stage. Then we'll work on, you know, getting all these rare metals accessed and sent home. Since we have so much money, I think I might go ahead and do a bit more outsourcing just to keep that research really high. I like having a high research rate. This would be 1 billion for 5 souls. And it would wind up being a crap ton of research. I mean, 1 billion's a lot, but the research is super, super important because that's going to give us access to more dome styles, different types of, you know, bonuses to what we're doing. So I think I'm going to outsource 5,000 for 1 billion in the next 5 souls. So 1,000 research per day. Tons of research coming up. There is also, did we already get the research for the flat? Yeah, one-time bonus of 1 billion. So we already, it's basically free. We've already paid for this in our research. So we'll say that that's where that funding came from. Fickle economics. Our sponsor informs us that due to the changes in economic conditions, the import price of a key resource will soon be increased. Boo. The import price of polymers will be increased by 100% in 5 souls. Oof, that's rough. If we had an oligarch or a politician city mayor, we could reduce, it'll happen in 10 souls to delay it, or if we had an oligarch, it would be reduced by 50, or only increased by 50%. That sucks. We may want to go ahead and do a preemptive polymer delivery, because you do go through polymers quite a bit, and we're not going to be able to maintain the amount we're using. What does this say? Polymers maintenance. So 1.3 polymers are used per maintenance per day. Is that it? Launch a SETI satellite. Grants funding. Multiple uses of this project will yield diminishing returns. Oh, interesting. So if we spent 50 fuel, a crap ton of electronics, and a bunch of metal, we would get 2 billion from that. I think that's worth focusing on. We don't quite have enough fuel built up yet, because all of it is going, well, almost all of it is going to our shuttle. Crap. A meteor storm is about to experience, or the region is about to experience a meteor storm. Buildings hit directly by meteors will be in need of repairs, and everyone will be like, oh my god, this sucks. So, we got a really early warning, though, thanks to our awesome, our what do you call that? The survey tower, the sensor tower. Do we have 2 sensor towers up or no?
Anomaly analyzed.
No idea. We should be getting, I think we'll be getting warnings about where the impacts will take place a little bit before the meteor storm actually occurs. So we'll try to move anything away.
Resources are low.
I've never had one impact the dome. I almost like want like a terrible option of having, you know, impact the glass dome, all the oxygen gets sucked out. Okay, I'm a little bit, you know, evil, but still, it's realistic, right?
There's more to the barren.
We got a bunch of stuff. Holy crap. We unlocked drone swarm, productivity, all this stuff and different stuff we just had unlocked from one single anomaly. Topology AI, drones work faster on landscaping, okay. I need to look into landscaping as well. Subsurface heating, that keeps everything warmer in cold fronts. I think we got one of those for free. Engineers and geologists have a 10% or 10 performance increase. Explore AI, 100 research per soul for each RC Explorer vehicle. Yes, yes, absolutely. Anything with more research, always, always. Low-G hydrosynthesis, this lets us build our own polymer factory if we so wanted. Oxygen production increased by, I think I want to do at least one thing queued up in the biotech tree once we have a spot. Cool, awesome, cool, great, glorious. I'm excited. Waiting for that meteor storm. Once this goes up, God, I almost want to put down another fuel refinery. All right, a couple things going on. That mission is something that I want to do. We just have enough electronics to do it. We have enough metals to do it. We don't have enough fuel to do it. We cannot build any more fuel, can we? For we have no fuel refinery. We have no fuel refinery knowledge. I could, and I might. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and shut this off completely. I'll do it like this instead. So the GHG factory is off.
Scanned.
Therefore, all of the fuel is going to go to refueling the Spirit of Man. Once that's done, we'll just be getting nothing but a stockpile. So hopefully, we'll be able to crank out another 50 fuel and do this SETI mission. Additionally, I also want to go ahead and send a supply pod full of polymers to our planet, because the price is going to be going up double in 5 more days. So we're going to send one pod now. Ooh, shoot. Did I almost launch an actual full shuttle? No, supply pod. Why does this look like it's the Spirit of Man? I'm so confused. Not the cargo rocket. Oh, it has that floating there. Okay. I was a little bit concerned. There we go. So a small little ship. Is it? So confused. Cargo capacity of 60,000. 10,000. Okay, I guess that's fine. Maybe I have them named the exact same thing. Okay, full up on polymers and go. Perfect. So we're going to have a launch pod coming. Vasily, how are you feeling? What can we see on your little character screen? You are completely healthy. You are completely sane.
Research complete.
And your comfort is very neutral, because you're not expecting much, I don't think. You also have a 52 morale, healthy as a bull, and you are one with the universe. Namaste, my friend. Namaste. You just keep being happy and pumping out that research for us. We are low on electricity. No, we're fine. We have tons of stored capacity. Cancel that. Cancel that. We know where the scan came up from. Are we having any more anomalies? No. We did get more water, though. Very high concentration of water, so that should help us take care of any water issues. We learned low G turbines. Where is that upgrade? Drones. Where the heck does this go? Oh, we researched it. I researched that a while ago. I added it to the actual research tree. Here it is. So we got low G turbines, and we unlocked extractor amplification. So increases production by 25%, but increases more power. That's any kind of extractor, I believe. We don't need that right off the bat. Oh, I did want to add something to the tree. Didn't we want to add in... Not subsurface heating. I think it was this one here. Yeah, magnetic filtering for more oxygen production. That way we unlock something in the biotech tree. The terraforming stuff, by the way, I haven't really done anything with terraforming because it wasn't really there in the it's only from this upgrade. By terraforming, I'm sorry, I mean these landscaping projects. A stylish composition made of natural Martian rocks. Does it give you a sanity bonus or anything? It's just a stylish composition. That's so funny. The marked ground, sands, mixed rocks, mountains. I mean, I don't know why we want to add our own mountains in here. Flattening is nice, right? So we can actually, holy crap, we could flatten this entire area out. It's weird that you can't flatten everything like a negative. If it's a deeper area. Oh, can we add a mountain? No, we could only flatten this downward. I'm kind of curious to see how that would look. Would it give you ramps or not? We don't really need it at this moment, though, so I'm going to leave it alone. Let's also go ahead and give our transport an order to pick up some metal from here and deliver it on home. I kind of missed what shift everyone's on. What are you guys doing? Are you guys all home right now or working hard? Look at you working out. Is that Vasily? That's our boy Vasily. Look how happy you are, Vasily. Are you getting happier because you're going to use the gym? Does it have to be done before you get happier about it? You're still kind of neutral. So you're not really caring all that much. Vasily is home, you guys. It's all that matters in the world. Are the rest of you working? What shift is it? It is the first shift. And Vasily doesn't do anything until his second shift. Let's see what people do after their first shift gets done, if I could figure out when that happens. Okay, it is done with the first... Oh god, there's a big flood. Look at everyone going crazy. Everyone went to the market to grab food. What are you up to? You're idle. A trained engineer building a better future for humanity. Trained scientist eager to discover the mysteries of the cosmos and the red planet, no doubt. So you guys just kind of float around on your own thing. That's fine. So it does help to have the workers basically on the second shift that are doing the service stuff. So pretty much Vasily here is taking care of all the needs of our people. They'll come and get their food, and basically I think they take a unit of food when they're removing something from the grocer. Can you guys take something? I want to see if you remove any green things. There's 3 units of green stuff here. We have 4 food. Are you guys just going to hang out here the entire night? They're like, God, I can't figure out if I want this watermelon or this bread. Carrot, sorry. Or a lemon. They're going to spend their entire night there. We look, whatever floats your boat. It's a new Mars. All right, let's get, not Vasily. I don't want to sign him here. Let's get our RC Explorer to explore this anomaly. We will land our pod here. I forgot to take the remains of the old one, and we'll take our ship off. Bye, Spirit of Man 1. You brought the first colonist to Mars. We're super proud of you. Thank you oh so much. And that should be our shipment of polymers. We're a little bit under 1 billion, so not the best, but as soon as we can grab 50 fuel, we are going to be set for this SETI mission. And that's what I'm looking forward to. We might have to make people do a little bit of electronics work. And we're going to have to spend like 250 million on another supply of electronics to replace all the ones we're about to spend. But the profit would be huge, right? We're going to be making back way more than we spend. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me for the episode of Surviving Mars, where everyone lands. Our first colonists are here. I'm really excited to keep pushing how the terraforming works. That's going to be something brand new. Looking forward to seeing something other than the sad redness of the planet. Tune in next time, my friends, to see how Vasilian Company do. Otherwise, my name has been Tobal. You've been awesome. Until next time, please take care.